My main source for this story is Uprocks. So we got Megan Thee Stallion, you guys. She refused to appear on the popular radio show, The Breakfast Club, just before granting a long-form profile interview to GQ magazine. Now, GQ magazine named her the Rapper of the Year. So shout out to Megan Thee Stallion for that. Not the female Rapper of the Year, just the Rapper of the Year. So shout out to her. Meg found herself at the center of the debate about access when Breakfast Club host Charlamagne the God revealed that after GQ's article publication that she'd rejected the radio show's interview and request. And when this article talks about access, it's in reference to the access that Black celebrities give Black journalists. And I use that term journalist very loosely when I am referring to the Three Stooges on The Breakfast Club. Anyway, we're talking about Black celebrities giving Black journalists access to their stories versus the access that Black celebrities seem to be more willing to give to white publications. Now, the reason that they're having this discussion is The Breakfast Club refused to honor her request to not ask questions about Torey Lanez allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion in July. So according to Charlamagne, she granted access to white publications such as GQ and New York Times, which made her refusal to answer the same questions suspect in his eyes. She told all that to GQ. That's what he said. Meg was supposed to be here this week, but she they had this laundry list of things not to talk about, and it was all Tory Lanez situation related stuff. So the co-host DJ MB chimed in to agree. I think that is crazy because when she does white publications, she's able to talk about everything that she wants to talk about. But when she goes to the Black press and Black publications, there's a list that the label sends out. Don't ask this, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. But we the ones that support her and hold her down and play her music and talk about all the good things she does and go through all that stuff. So, however, while it's normal for publicists to request that outlets avoid certain topics in interviews, outlets can choose whether to accept those conditions or not, and many times believe the interview is worth the risk. Besides, nothing is stopping the artist from talking about those topics unprompted once the interview begins. Some fans on Twitter pointed out that Charlamagne in particular has a terrible bedside manner, so to speak, with interview subjects, often broaching emotionally fraught subjects with insensitive questions that border on bullying, especially for female subjects. When the Breakfast Club isn't forcefully pursuing a controversial quote, they tend to piss off a lot of artists. Anyway, prompting accusations that only promote gossip fodder, not journalism. So again, do we really believe that the Three Stooges who sit on the panel of the Breakfast Club every day are journalists, or are they just there to talk gossip, right? Although it's worth noting that in many of those cases with the white publications that they're talking about, Black women were centered in the storytelling. So the GQ interview that we're talking about right now that has them so hot, that interview was conducted by Allison Davis. She is a Black writer, while the New York Times op-ed, Megan Thee Stallion wrote that herself. While artists are never guaranteed a sympathetic forum, Megan already faced severe backlash from the peanut gallery online, mainly from men who disbelieved her account of events and made cruel jokes about her body instead. So it is perfectly understandable why she'd want to avoid more of the same by going on to the Breakfast Club. So that's mainly what the article had to say. There was a lot of my commentary sprinkled into that, but more of my commentary. So here's one thing. The Breakfast Club, and even my source for this story, uprocks.com, they're looking at the timing for this thing incorrectly. Both of them seem to present this as though they think that Megan just granted GQ the interview right before or right after she turned down the Breakfast Club interview. Yes, the magazine just came out, but to be fair, that magazine issue rather just came out. But to be fair, that GQ interview that they're talking about was conducted 2 months ago. So it could be that, 2 months ago, maybe Megan was open to talking to anyone about this subject, or it could be 2 months ago. I don't know if by then it had already turned into a court case. Maybe now her lawyers are saying, shut up. I don't know. But at any rate, it wasn't that she just sat down with GQ for an interview. But those dummies of the Breakfast Clubs, they should know that GQ is not a newspaper. It takes a long time to put together the layout for a magazine. So clearly this interview would have had to have been done weeks ago. Even if they didn't know that it was 2 months ago, everybody at the Breakfast Club should know that it was, it took some time. So, but even if she granted GQ an interview and then turned down the Breakfast Club 2 minutes later, that would be her prerogative, and I certainly would not blame her. Another thing, Charlemagne and Envy keep pushing the point about what Megan did for the white publication versus what she wasn't willing to do for the Breakfast Club, I guess labeling themselves as a black publication, which is coming across like an effort to paint Megan Thee Stallion, to paint her as black hating or like she's cooning, when in fact the Breakfast Club is white owned too. And these Negroes are faking black consciousness because it suits their agenda right now. Most everybody knows that the Breakfast Club is not black owned. It is merely an urban sector of a white-owned media network, and two white-owned media networks, Premiere and iHeart. The Breakfast Club is owned by the same people who run Rush Limbaugh. So Negroes, please, okay? Charlemagne and Envy know this, but their point is to get to their Dusty audience and all the Dusties and the Dustinas. They want to get them all angry at Megan so that they can, paint her as though she hates black people. And that's enough to get their Dusty fan base riled up enough to take to Twitter and drag Megan Thee Stallion with their misspelled tweets. So thankfully, though, for the most part, it backfired, and people were basically on Twitter saying that they didn't blame Megan for not coming on to their Dusty platform that is the Breakfast Club. So here are some of the tweets that they that people were putting out in Megan's favor. One person said, Charlemagne is mad that he can't interrogate an abuse victim, which I agree. Another person said, it's manipulative how Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee are painting Meg as being internally racist for not coming on their show. Like the Breakfast Club has spent over a decade being harmful to black women, and they want to act brand new when Meg doesn't want to come to their show. Another person tweeted, people starting to realize that they don't need that show. She would have went on there and Charlemagne would have been interrogating her like he the police. Another person tweeted, y'all had to be on crack if y'all thought Megan would go on the Breakfast Club to be interrogated. All Charlemagne gonna do is gaslight her. Yet another person tweeted, the Breakfast Club is shocked someone doesn't want to deal with their abuse disguised as piss poor journalism. Well, I can't disagree with any of those tweets. I mean, come on, Charlemagne himself has been accused of sexual abuse not too long ago, and I don't know what the answer has been to those claims. I know that he said he didn't do it, but I don't know what's happened as far as a court of law or if it was all dismissed or whatever. But anyway, so we're talking about a man who's been accused of sexual abuse, and we're counting on him and DJ Envy's dumbass and Angela Yee, the Asian claiming but black when it's convenient for her agenda woman, to have Megan's back. F out of here, right? And I'm going to play the audio for you. And it's just about a minute and a half when Charlemagne says something like, I want to read the article, but I mean, they are talking about her music, right? I mean, she is a rapper. Right. This right here takes us to the point that you all are not journalists, because you're having this discussion about an article that, one, Charlemagne, you didn't even read. So you don't have any prep for your show. That tells me something. You're not a journalist, but you were on this microphone talking out of the side of your neck to millions of people that you have the potential to reach every day. I have this YouTube channel, just over 10,000 subscribers, thanks to so many of you. But when I do this Sunday Funday stream, I promise you all that I spend hours in show prep just for this stream, reading articles, just reading articles. I spent hours getting ready for this show because I'm reading articles and I don't use every article that I read. I read things and some things are far too slanted. Some things, okay, I read them, but I can use this, but I know that's not exactly the way that it went. So like I read probably 4 articles on one topic before I can come up with something that I think is presentable to you all. But here we have Charlemagne speaking on an article that he didn't read. I'm doing that for y'all. And that's just like on average for an audience of about 20 to 100 people at any given time that have been watching my stream, and an overall count of about 1,000 to 4,000 people once the stream has ended, on a good week here on this channel. I put in more prep work than Charlemagne and Envy before they get on their platform that reaches millions. And maybe that's part of the reason why Megan didn't want to go there. Angela Yee seems to be the only one who knows how to read. And Charlemagne is questioning whether or not GQ talked about her music, right? Because like he said, after all, she is a rapper, right? Well, guess what? That means that you, Charlemagne, could have had an interview with her about her music too. All of the many things going on in her career. This is her first album. She's had new music videos, collaborations with other rappers, brand deals that she signs, Saturday Night Live appearance. She has all these things going on. But the fact that y'all are pressed, that y'all are so angry, that y'all can't discuss Torey Lanez tells me that that was your agenda. Y'all wanted her there because that's all that y'all wanted to discuss. And just like, GQ could have talked about her music, so could have the Breakfast Club talked about her music. And they should, because the Breakfast Club should be talking about her music because they actually play music. They are broadcasting on radio stations. So if anyone's going to talk about Torey Lanez little ugly ass, it should be GQ and not you, Charlemagne, not you, Envy. Y'all were looking for another opportunity to gaslight and clown a Black woman, and she didn't give you, or her team didn't give you the chance. Either way, good for her, and that's what y'all get. So let me go on and play the video clip so that y'all can hear what they had to say. And I'm not going to put the, I'm only going to let y'all hear the audio because YouTube is like really kind of coming down on some things that we play. I don't want to get anything shut down. So let me know if y'all can hear this. I'm going to play to you guys what Charlemagne had to say. And I will share some pictures later, but not a lot of video on this one. So here we go.
Yourself, your first instinct was not to protect yourself, it was protecting other people. So that's,
she told all that to GQ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now didn't Meg say Meg was supposed to be here this week, but they had a long laundry list of things not to talk to her about, and it was all Torey Lanez and that situation related.
Yeah, I think you know what? I think it's crazy because when she does
white publications,
she's able to talk and talk about everything that she wants to talk about. But when she goes to the Black press and Black publications, there's a list that the label sends out that, don't ask her about this, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. But we're the ones that support her and hold her down and play her music and talk about all the good things that she does and go through all that stuff. It's just
I would
weird
love
when
to
they do that.
I would love to read the GQ magazine article, because if you're gonna name her a rapper of the year, you should be focusing on her rap, right?
But there's other, that's in there too. This was just the part, and yeah, definitely. It's a whole, and she talks about working with Cardi B on WAP and just a lot of other things as well. So
salute
she
to
talks
Meg.
about YouTube, Apple Music, and all of that.
Salute to Meg. Wish her the best on her debut album. Good news, but I just don't like when artists go to white publications and spill their guts, but when they come to the Black media outlets, they want us
now we also
to have a long
don't know
list of things
sometimes
not to talk about.
You're right. Now,
if it's the artist
it's probably not
sending
her.
that list out, or
I'm sure,
if it's the label and representation saying that. A lot of times artists don't even know. They're like, what did they tell you I couldn't talk about?
That is very true, because they asked us not to ask 50 about Donald Trump too.
And he brought it up.
Right, he brought it up himself.
Exactly.
So I don't want to put that on her. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it. I'm positive it's not her, but I just think it's whack when her representatives do that.
Because when she was coming up and she was a new artist, we were the ones supporting her before any white publication even knew who she was. The Black publication, the Black media was supporting her.
And at least talk with your people, because you're comfortable with your people. The white people just using you for a story.
Right. The white people are just using you for a story because that's not what y'all do. That's not what y'all do. Is it, Charlamagne? Is if y'all aren't, bringing people on there so that you can, ask them some effed up question and have a really good sound bite that's going to get everybody running back to your YouTube page to watch, this 2-minute clip, of some 60-minute interview that you had that was completely trash. But here, okay, so yeah, that was that. And notice how Indy says that the Breakfast Club was playing her music and supporting her before any of the white publications. Duh. GQ doesn't spin records, as clown. And then Charlamagne ends it by saying, that the white publication, that they just want to use it for a story. Right, I already addressed that. If that wasn't your intentions to just use her for a story, then you would agree to the terms and conditions that that her team gave you, or either that she gave you, and you would have sat her down for an interview about her music and about her career instead of wanting to talk about the dusty little midget who allegedly shot her. Period. And so here is Charlamagne being Charlamagne. Which is probably another reason why Megan didn't want to come. Let me, I will go on and do a share screen on my Twitter and just show you all this, this clip, you guys. It's, like I said, it's just Charlamagne being Charlamagne. So for about a couple of minutes, hang on, let me share my screen. Okay.
About on the
Who the hell raped your sisters?
Oh man, I don't want to get into that. It's a little too personal.
Actually, I sniffed your chair last time you was
You're
here.
a sick person.
I know. I did. I couldn't help it. You're J-Lo. I just left. Never fails.
What's y'all picture?
I was sniffing the seat. I would definitely suck a fart out your butt.
Really? What's with the fart thing though?
It's like a bong it.
I'll suck a fart out your butt.
What?
I want you to hear her, so I'll put that in the song. That'd be dope to hear you sing. What? No, I got to suck a fart out your butt, just?
That is gross.
Don't knock it till you
Now, that's
try it.
not
Like he sucked the fart out your butt a certain way that you just can't get over. I do use toys. It's not on myself.
Okay, so you.
I'm into bondage and stuff like that. S&M.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gagging girls, handcuffing them, tying their legs. You know what I'm saying?
That's the type of stuff.
Putting Noxzema in there.
Oh my
Holding them
god.
up in front of the air conditioner.
You
let the
doing
air
the
conditioner hit
most.
their paws. Yeah.
Really?
Choking them. That kind of stuff. The
Okay.
swing and all
Sounds
that.
like a rapist, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Can't
Sounds
rape
about
the
all
willing,
that.
sir. It's not rape if you're married.
It's
Yes,
the
it
truth.
Yes, it is actually, Charlamagne.
No, it's not. How can you prove it?
Yeah.
Fresh out of college.
You can't
and
talk
have
about
this-
hamsters after just talking about your butt. Like
I got $6. Can
He's not
we?
rich.
Can I see what that mouth do over $6? How much you got in it? $26.
No.
You let me in and run a train on you right now.
What can you get for $26? You can buy me a drink for $26. Whoa.
Can we slip something in your drink, then take advantage of it?
Depends on how sly you are.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If
Somebody
you,
bring
if
the
you can
drinks.
manage it. Who's got the roof?
Like, do you not like the reception Jesus has gotten? Because I didn't like the album at all. And I was a Kanye West fan.
Yeah.
But Jesus was whack to me.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So let's not move on from your meat. Let's talk about you in those gray sweatpants. There's a lot of women out there that want to know. You know what I mean?
What is that about?
Was that all you?
I'm looking for something.
Are you a registered sex offender?
Nah, I'm not.
Were you convicted of
I
something?
need to. Nah, I'm not. You could actually look it up. You got a computer right there.
Yeah, I did. That's why
Look
I
at-
asked. Because I mean,
Look
you can't believe nothing you see on the internet. That's
We
why I'm
got
asking you. I'd rather hear from you.
Okay, so yeah, that was Charlamagne being Charlamagne, you guys, and they wonder why Megan Thee Stallion doesn't want to go on to their platform, right? And those are not even his worst moments. I was looking for the compilation. Let's see. So we did get to see him talking to Logic and asking him, so who raped your sister? And just, out of nowhere, just taking people out guard with these questions. And then I'll share another one of Charlamagne's moments for my What the Fuck tweet of the week, where he's harassing harassing his guest, Forrest Whitaker, about his eye. I don't know if Forrest Whitaker has an eye that looks like it's drooping or something. So I couldn't find, there was another compilation that had both of those and even worse moments than the ones that I just shared with you. And I could not find that when I was doing the research for this particular stream. I had looked for over 30 minutes. I couldn't find that one. When I saw it this week, I knew I should have saved it and I didn't. But anyway, yeah, and there's extra long footage for those of you who haven't already seen Charlemagne and DJ MB gaslighting the hell out of Amara La Negra about colorism in the entertainment industry as though it doesn't exist, all the while proving their point by comparing her to Cardi B, a Latina who is likely 25% Black at most. And then they have the nerve to wonder why a Black woman wouldn't want to come on there and talk about a painful situation that she's been through. My God, the dust of it all. I'm coughing. But that's all that I have on this one, you guys. Let me see if anybody has an opinion that they want to share. I'm going to put the invitation in the stream. If anybody wants to, you know, quote unquote, call in, you can, there's the link. I'm sharing it right now. So if y'all want to call in and talk about that, you can come on with your face on the camera, or you can just come on with your voice and let me know your thoughts about that. If I get anybody who wants to call in and talk about it, I will go on and put my headphones on. I have them here, right up under here, so that I can put them on and we can have a clear sound. And I'm going to just breeze through a few of these comments and see if we have anybody who wants to come up. I'll say some more hellos. Let's see here. EM says, people like him should not have a public platform. He should experience consequences. It's hard for women to be respected. Sometimes it is saddening. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Olivia. How are you doing? Is Olivia Prater? Yeah, I'm with you. It's crazy. Return of Lamech, it is. So Return of Lamech, y'all, we have another birthday person in the house. Return of Lamech's birthday is on Monday. It's on Monday. So if y'all want to wish Return of Lamech a happy birthday, please feel free to do so. And don't forget to check out her channel, Girl Good Night, where she reads you melanated bedtime stories so that you can sleep in melanated peace. Hello. Hi, Sharon Williams. Hello. She says, hello, my new family. All right, new family. Hey, new cousin. How you doing, cutie? Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Chocolate Divine just said that's a damn shame. No other way to put it. No other way to put it. It is. It is. Yeah. Right? Sharon said, yeah, because he's going to smell her ass, so I don't blame her for not wanting to go there. Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, you know, Ray 365, that is our party channel. Oh, Lisa has a birthday. Lisa says her birthday is on Saturday. Speaking of Lisa and packages and whatnot, my members who are at the 2 upper tiers, my princesses and queens, I need you all to send me your mailing addresses so that I can send you your hair growth oil and your hair growth spray. For anyone who wants it right now, I'm putting my email address in the chat. But for my members who are at the upper tiers, I do need your mailing addresses so that I can send you your packages. I have Lady B's and I have Lisa's. Those are the ones I know I have by heart. I know by memory that I do have those, but I know there are others that I need. If you are upper tier members, not at the $5 level, but if you sign at the higher levels, I do need your addresses so that I can get your packages out to you. Hey, Aisha J. I guess he has to. Because who would actually screw him? Oh, right. Yeah, he's a weirdo and he has a wife, right? Yeah, I know, Larry, like, that's all you can say. BF, like, for real, seriously. Sharon says, I never liked this weirdo. Okay, is it Ongozika? Says, yes, exactly. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for coming back. And if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, tell me. Just put a phonetic spelling in there and I'll try to get it right. Let's see, who else is here? Just trying to say my hellos. Yes, I'm with Olivia. They look to capitalize off of others' pains and struggles. That's exactly what they do. That is exactly what they do. They are not, thank you, exactly. They are not journalists. They are Tucker Carlson's. Thank you. And right, exactly, Lady B. Why is Charlemagne leading him? Can he can he get us all out with you talking over him? But he probably can't. DJ MB is not the brightest guy. Oh, Whitney. Thank you, Whitney. Okay, so look, y'all, this is how it works. Whitney gave us our first super chat of the night, and I just grabbed the wrong tablet. I need to remember we're using the small legal pad now. Thank you so much, Whitney. I truly appreciate it. Y'all, Whitney came through. So that makes her the first co-sponsor of tonight's game, adding to the pot. So if y'all stay with us till the end, we are going to play IDGAF, and a third of this $20 goes to the pot for the game. And so now that I'm not streaming from my phone, I don't have to do math in my head. So that adds another $666 to the pot. So we are playing now for $1666. Thanks to our first donation from Whitney Castillo, our Texas nurse. Thank you so much for the donation. I truly appreciate it. And let me see who else. I want to try to kind of get up to the top of these comments, but I know I won't be able to get them all in. Let's see. I'm going to kind of get in the people I haven't spoken to. Did I say hi to you, John? Yeah, Alicia says, wow, that is wrong. Yeah, everything about that is wrong. Nothing about it is right. Wow. Where is your dancing school, Passion Dance? I was in a dance company years ago, and I do miss dancing. I do actually want to get some dancing stuff started out here. Hi, Kita Boo. Is it Kita or Quita? I'm saying Kita, like, because I read everything like it's Spanish. Is it Kita or Quita? But very cute young lady there. Thank you for being with us. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm saying Ongozika. Ongozika likes my old school documentaries. I love doing those for y'all. Y'all, look, I hate coming on the camera. And when I do my old school documentaries, I'm just, doing narration, and that's what I love. So I totally appreciate you saying that. If y'all get a chance, go and check out that playlist of my old school gossip videos. You will be amazed, and you will have yourself a good time. And I appreciate you for saying that. Hi, Lady Sweet Fang. How are you doing? So let's see here. Tasha Talks, thank you for coming in. And look, all these pretty women. Men, do we have any single men in the house? Because I got some really pretty ladies around here. I'm just saying. But thank y'all. Look, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Let's move on to the next topic. Doesn't look like we have any callers. Let's see here. Oh, hi. Okay, it's Miss Rashida 32. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so y'all, let's head on over to the next story. Let me grab myself a little sip of water. And before we head on to the next story, y'all, I have a question of the day. So People Magazine, they just named, I didn't even write his name down because I just think they're wrong. Who do y'all think is really the sexiest man alive? They named, oh boy, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, they said that he's the sexiest man alive. Who is really the sexiest man alive? And I'm not saying that he's not sexy. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying I disagree. I feel like, because like last year, last year they said that John Legend was the sexiest man alive. And John Legend looks like a 32-year-old, 8-year-old.